Here. All right. Let's see. We are now live. We waiting for it to cut over. Come on. All right. Yeah, there it goes. I didn't mute it. Yeah. All right, folks. We are here for D&D on Thursday nights with the Deadbeats, and going to get started since we're finding out that our Varus is 2 hours ahead of us, and so it's 10:30 late. So he's sleepy already. So we're going to get the game going here. So let's do introductions real quick, and then we'll pick up. So Hondo, you're up first.
I'm Hondo Bozamek, a Mountain Dwarf cleric of Dumathoan.
Varus.
I'm a Furbolg druid, protector of the forest, and master of disguise.
Dirtless.
Dirtless Driftwood, Rock Gnome Wizard.
I'm
Having a
sticking
good
with
time. Yeah. All's good.
Ruckus.
My name is Ruckus. I'm a Mountain Dwarf barbarian and seeking to prove myself in combat.
Banjo.
I'm Banjo. I'm our bugbear swashbuckling rogue, and I'm probably wiping guts off me. And I'm exhausted. Am I still exhausted after our long rest? I thought that long rest would be
if you had if we had a long rest, then no, that would come off of you. So I forgot. Did we do that long rest? If we did,
we must have, because all my spells were reset.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. Then looks like everybody. Yep. I just took it off. What's up, bad? Okay. So yes, we're still here. Map for everybody. Derp. That should bring everybody up on the map, and we find ourselves just finishing. We had killed off another new creature, a Fosso, a multi-armed Underdark creature.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Killed him off. Cat, quit it. Damn it. And yeah, you're still inside this cavern area, but you pretty much, you already had faced that, killed that before. There was a mind flayer that had shown up. You killed some Gricks around this altar. There was some coinage that we already pilfered. And you think that you have explored. Yeah, you're pretty much done with this. You think.
Yeah, like we were talking about, we can't leave a stone unturned, so I think we've pretty much seen everything there is to see.
Yep. So what are we
there's a little place in the bottom right toward the middle of the map that we haven't seen yet with an arrow.
There he is. There.
All right, let's head over there.
Here, let me unlock tokens for y'all so y'all can move. Done. Alright, I will grab the Goonie Patrol.
Goonie Patrol.
What they are. I gotta work on this map. It's definitely not the right size. Alright. Oh, I missed Eldith. It's Hondo. She's waiting. Hondo, come on! Hurry up, Hondo! Move that tushy of yours. Where's Varus? Varus is being... Oh, there he is. Get out of the fire there, Hondo. That's not correct now. I mean, Varus. Come on now.
I'm hiding.
Boopito's looking for you. Oh, that's going to get me in trouble. So, hey, quit! Sorry. All right. Mommy must be home. All right. So, yes, there is you notice that the path, yes, continues onward down along the backside of... Oh my gosh, my dog is going to drive me nuts. All right, Banjo, look, yeah, you can, yeah. Here, let me zoom. seems to continue along a little edge area. Seems to be a work area up ahead, possibly. Some more digging.
Do I hear like
Don't
sounds
hear
of
anything.
something?
No, it's abandoned.
I'll just motion back and say it's been clear so far.
You come up on some more work tools, some wagons. They're digging in the ground. Nope.
No sight of or noticing any movement or.
1 second. No, you seem to some tools and all that, and there's the ground is also kind of churned up in different spots. There is some. You seem to think that you in a few locations there looks to be where ground's kind of torn up. It looks like maybe there's blood on the ground also. Something's been killed, or several things have been killed here.
Alright, I'll share that with the party then.
And I may actually see a body part or two actually laying on the ground there. Ooh. Roll me a dexterity check there, Banjo-Kazooie.
Can I do acrobatics?
Yeah, whatever works for you. You are able to jump out of the way because it comes up out of the ground right in front of you, trying to grab you. Umber Hulk. Roll me initiative, folks. Dun dun dun.
Look at that.
Keeps on giving.
Yeah, I'll be stuck here all night.
I just wanted to take. We have too many NPCs. Maybe the cavern should take some.
Oh, they're gonna let y'all handle this. They're way back there.
Yeah, they are so useful.
Not my gal. My gal's right on my hip.
All right. Well, you know what? He just called me out, so here we go. All right, here we go.
Oh. Just embrace it. Just embrace it, Varys.
No.
I got my gal right there.
That's your problem.
Popito.
All right, everybody. Yeah, so we're all rolled up. Looks like. Oh, I rolled so good for the first time. Wow. All right, so he barrels up out of the ground, and he reaches out to try. He tried to, the initial surprise attack, and Banjo was able to move away, but now he has full attack mode with our Umber Hulk. And apparently he's still going to continue a miss with his first claw, second claw, and then he tries his mandibles to bite. Well, not today. And Bupito will just wait. All right. Hondo, you kind of hear that up ahead.
Okay.
The Banjo.
We'll test him out with
Uh-huh.
a little sacred flame. And he passed, so I will pass.
Weeble?
All right, I'm going to have him just to try to get in a different position. So he's going to move.
Tactical positioning.
Yeah. And that's all he's going to do. He's going to try and stay hidden.
Okay. Varus.
Can I pick up Bupito and throw it to the Umber Hulk?
No, let me not hurt the Pepito man.
Oh god, he's engorged.
Ooh, nice words, Varus. Yes, I am. You might want to choose your words carefully, Varus. Alright, what do you want to do?
I'll move here and
And sounds like the missus is home.
somebody was using my character. Everything's weird.
It was me.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, you weren't playing
Yeah.
this.
You only had like 12 spells in there, so I put the rest of them in there for you.
What?
You have access to all druid spells, but you can choose which ones you prepare. But you only had like 12 spells, plus your specialty spells.
I had to. I will check that later because I thought I had everything.
I couldn't
But
say.
yes,
Alright, sweet, I'll see you in a little bit.
you know what? No, I'm not gonna use Thorn Whip. Why?
I don't know. Why not? You always do.
I'm gonna use Magic Stone.
Ooh.
Just
Ooh, it's
because
gonna
you.
be That's my Varus. He thinks so well. Isn't he so cute? Look at that big blue butt of his. I just want to squeeze him.
And I missed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interfere with you? Did I distract you?
Peter is taking my concentration off.
Banjo.
Alright, first I'm gonna swing at this hulking Umber. And then using my, whatever it is that allows me to avoid opportunity attacks, I'm gonna move back to here and go into my tunnel fighting stance.
Isn't it your swashbuckling feat?
Yeah.
Fancy
You're our tank now, man. Get in there.
footwork. The old fancy footwork.
Yeah, I'm like one of those swashbucklers. I have my shield out and I stab at it and move back and stab at it and move back.
He's doing
But
his river dance right now.
Well, if he swings at you guys, I can swing at him, and that's what my bonus gives me.
Okay.
Eldith wants to double tap him with the bow.
Got 2 ranged attacks. Anything for you, Hondo. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Oh man.
Oh, man. She'll feel the sting of my backhand.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm gonna.
No.
No.
We don't need any of that scandal on the channel. All right, Durless.
Scorching or. Oh no. Let me do. Witch's Bolt.
Yep.
Dang it. And I like to move a little bit. I just want to kind of get closer to. There, that's my turn.
Okie dokie. You have to pass your turn.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was.
Ruckus.
Alright, I'm going to move into range. Move to there, and I'm going to rage and throw a hand axe at it. Or actually, I've got a crossbow. So before I rage, I'm going to use my crossbow. And then I'm going to rage.
Okay. Ooh. Another group is going to move in. This will.
Wow, aside from what I think is Kaz the only one that hit him?
I
think, yeah.
Barely.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Bummer.
That was not so great for us.
He will. Well, then he will move here one up because Kaz is the one that hit him. So he will swing at Kaz. That was his dinner. What he thought his dinner.
Oof.
Hundo.
Holy cow!
Pinches
Okay.
him. Is that what
Um,
he does? Let's see.
I'll move up. Got to check a spell here.
All right. So now that you've moved into, yeah, so then he's got you there. In all of you start of y'all's turns, I need a. You're gonna have to here. I'll throw it for y'all. His eyes begin to light up, and you are able to withstand his gaze. Now you may make your turn.
Oh, so it's anyone within melee?
And 30 feet of him now.
Okay.
So.
All right, let me untarget him real quick. And target Banjo. Cure wounds.
Thank you.
And then we'll try a little of the might.
No.
Oh man, 2 twos. God damn it. All right. I'll pass it along.
Weeble.
Weeble is gonna stay here. He's gonna hide, and he's gonna kind of look to the south.
Look to the south. There's nothing. He doesn't. Is he trying to look for anything? You mean, or is he just watching?
Yeah, because I know there was other there was
Yeah,
other
same
blood
thing.
mark to the south.
Yeah, there was just different spots, locations.
Okay.
You're making it that this thing has been down here poaching. Looks like it's.
All right, I just want. He's watching our back. Is pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yep.
All right.
All right. Next is pass his turn. 1 second, Varus. All right, Varus, you are able to withstand its gaze this turn.
Okay. Does he has any kind of metal on him?
Nope. He is natural armor.
I'm gonna cast Tremor. That's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh. Scary Tremor. What's that do?
It's gonna shake everything, and I think I'm gonna have to take you all with me.
What?
Wait, hold on a second. What are you doing here? It's you gotta here on a second. It's you put it. Does it originates from you, right?
Hondo is out of it.
Yeah, Hondo's definitely out of it. Yep. Okay. So what happens?
The rest of you are coming to the party.
Oh boy, what the hell did he? Earth Tremor? Is that what you're?
Yeah. I cast a tremor in the ground at 10-foot radius. Each creature other than you in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. When I feel safe, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Oh,
If the ground in the area is loose, earth or stone, it becomes difficult.
Yep. All right. Well, you have. You got to target them all. Cast the save for them.
Oh, yeah.
Who failed?
Hondo.
Right.
Well, Hondo's
Is it
not.
Hondo?
Oh, Hondo's not in it though. So he had him targeted. He should. Well, wow. Wow, it's really.
What? Wait, what happened?
Hondo failed, but he wasn't in it. So everybody,
No, but-
everybody succeeded. Your spell did nothing.
No.
Pretty much. No one took any damage. No one fell prone. But the area is now. Leave that circle there. That area now is difficult terrain. So any movement is halved.
Oh crap!
Yep.
I just end my turn. Bupito, get off me!
He's not anywhere near you. I should come over there and rub your shoulders.
It's his fault.
You're so stressed out.
It's his fault.
I will come massage you. Will you,
Don't touch me!
Banjo.
I'll swing at him again.
So hold on.
Why?
Yeah, hold on though. You have to make first for y'all is a saving throw. 1 second. Okay, you're good. So you did your hit. You did I'm sorry, you missed. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm gonna step back though.
Yep, with your
And
fancy footwork.
yes, sir. It's fancy.
Okay.
And I will go back into tunnel fighting. So if he attacks anybody else, I can.
All right. He gives Eldith. She fails. Uh-oh. Creature can't take reactions and roll a d8 to determine what it does during this turn. All right. A d8. An 8. On a 7 or 8, a creature makes a melee attack against a random creature or does nothing if no creature is within reach. Well, she is firing her bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Umber Hulk's one. We're gonna go Umber Hulk, Hondo, Bepito, Dirtless, Banjo, Ruckus, and Varus. 1 through 7. All right. Dirtless. Sorry, she kind of loses sight. She kind of rubs her eyes and she lets loose a longbow attack, and the arrow sails right wide of you. And she goes, "Oh, what was that? I'm so sorry." All right, you are outside.
I'm gonna shoot her in the back.
You are outside the range of the creature, so you are unaffected. You may do whatever you want to.
I'm gonna use Wand of Magic Missile.
Mm-hmm.
We are not making a good showing on this.
I know.
Well, he's doing max damage right there. 2 hits.
I'm like, I know these hit, so.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And I don't want to get too close, but I'm gonna move like that.
Yeah, so for those who
go.
have been hit with the gaze so far, are cognizant of what, for your next turn, to not have to look at it. It's just this first round of it as it's turned its eyes on everybody that y'all are surprised by it. And so.
Oh, cool.
All right, so Ruckus makes the save. All right, Ruckus, you may do whatever you want.
I'm going to kill this thing.
Please.
So it's facing Dirtless
It's facing
now?
Banjo.
Okay, cool. So
Something like that.
No, it was Eldrith.
Actually, it's
that
gaze.
shot at
That's
me.
right. Yeah. The last gaze. Well, actually, the last gaze was on you. So. It's all right. He'd hit it.
Hmm.
Well, actually, you dropped a 2 there, Buck. Oh, that one missed.
Ooh.
All right. Con of 16. Let's see. Con saving throw. Ooh, can't move. All right, half speed movement. Okay. All right, Bepito gets hit with the gaze.
Did he move to heavy yet? No.
He will
Just
fire.
wounded, yeah.
So let's see. Dirtless gets they keep turning away from the gaze, and Bupito fires a crossbow bolt at you too. Oh, but he
Bupito!
Bupito.
Now I'm
Oh,
gonna kill him.
he feels so bad. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
What kind of crossbow is he shooting?
Just a light crossbow.
Not a dark elf.
No, it's a
Crossbow.
regular crossbow. Okay.
Because
So-
I'm immune to those.
He turns to Ruckus, since Ruckus hit him pretty hard. And then Mandibles.
What the hell, Bopito? Damn you.
I know, right?
Okay, now with its turning its head around, that you understand that you can keep out of the reach of its gaze as it's swinging around wildly and looking at everybody. You can avoid its eyes, but you will yeah. Ooh, Miss Ola.
Sorry, that was my sentinel.
Oh,
We're not
that's-
doing too
I see
well.
this- Yeah, I'm sorry, Hondo. It was like, wait, I couldn't remember. I was looking at the combat tracker, going, "How did Banjo attack?" Hondo, what are you gonna do?
Well, if he attacks somebody, I get to attack him.
Oh,
So I'm-
gotcha. I forgot that. All right.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do the bonus action of healing
Hey.
word again on.
Okay, yeah. If you avert your eyes, if you're going to avert your eyes from the Umber Hulk, you swing at disadvantage on any melee attacks, because you're trying not to look at it. Just so you know, you're not actually
Okay,
supposed to
that's-
see it, but I'm going to let you swing at disadvantage or shoot at disadvantage.
Can I just swing at its legs?
It just basically, I'm going off the rules. So
No, that's fair enough. First thing I'm gonna do is target Banjo and throw another heal on him just in case this fight
Yeah.
goes long.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, for minimum, yeah, you're welcome.
Minimum hill, yeah.
All right, and untarget, retarget Umberhawk, disadvantage, and we'll go for the might. I got nothing better to do.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
still got a hit. Nicely done,
There you go. Pass it along.
Weeble.
He's still gonna look south. He's there.
Alrighty, Vardas.
But nobody's gonna sneak up on him.
Yep.
I think I'm missing something, but I'm gonna thunderclap him.
What do you think you're missing? What?
Don't worry, I'm gonna thunderclap this.
Okay.
There you go.
Eldith will try to fire. And let's see. We'll divert her gaze. Trying not to roll a 1 to shoot Hondo in the back.
It would be fitting, though. I can't say I haven't asked for it.
Ooh, that was close. She whizzed a couple by her head, but misses you. Durless.
Couple whiskers are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. How about I am gonna scorching ray. There it is.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
what we're looking for.
There you
There's
go.
a hit. 2 out of 3.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I am gonna move a little down. Right about there. That's my turn. I might check out that, you guys.
Hold on, Ruckus.
Okay. I'm gonna go reckless on this.
Okay. Well, you didn't hit disadvantage either, so you should be swinging at even money. But it's all right.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Does that close him out? Oh, Bupito for the kill.
No, unfortunately not.
Is Bupito going to take your place, Ruckus?
Oh,
With his
man.
21 hit points? Nope. You're safe.
Alright, it's gonna hit who gave it the most damage. Not liking that it's hurt.
Can I swing at even money when it's attacking him? Since it's base.
That's a hit. Okay. That should do it. Hondo.
Alrighty. I'll click the disadvantage and try one more time. Oh, damn it.
Oh, slow and agonizing death. You're hurt in
Yikes.
some mysterious manner. Your heart is broken. You know, it's concern for the safety of Eldith, you know, and you're just, you know. So you must make a successful DC plus, so it's a DC 16. Con save or suffer 2d4 per round until you save. So save at the beginning of your turn after taking damage.
So next turn.
Yep. Or suffer 2d4. Alright.
Alright.
Weeble.
Weeble's gonna watch our back. Done.
Virus.
We need to get a character sheet made for him so I could start taking care of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. I'll make an.
We have
PC
We have a few weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a list of other stuff for some of the other groups and stuff I keep forgetting to put together, so I got to keep the list close to me. I'm just swamped with work, so I haven't been paying attention. Vars.
No big deal.
Yes, I'm here.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I'm going to try this again. Earth Tremor.
It was so successful the first time. Success. Ruckus failed. So you have to give Ruckus some damage. Way to go, as he's, maybe not having to leave the group, and there you are slapping him upside the head and knocking him down on the ground. And Ruckus falls to the ground too. Way to go, Varus.
I feel like we should be doing better at this.
Me too. I think we should have killed her.
I told you this room would take us all night.
I feel like we're not really.
Yeah,
doing
but
that.
I thought it was a joke.
Oh my lord! On your next turn, you can only take the move action.
Yes.
Banjo.
Good lord.
So,
We suck. Oh my god.
if that's my next turn,
Yeah, you can finish all your attacks here, but your next turn you can only move.
all right. Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna go into just tunnel fighting still.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna try not to hit you, Hondo, but it's
No,
scary. It's a scary monster.
Yeah, no, I'm scared too.
Ooh, I hit
Hey, there she is.
Finally.
Nice.
She's gonna close it
I
out.
thought she was gonna shoot me in the back again.
Darless.
Alright, hopefully this will work. Ah, of course not.
Still
And
standing.
I'm done. I'm like, come on, you guys.
Come on, Ruckus, finish it
Ruckus,
off.
Stand up.
I didn't want to kill Stills.
He goes reckless again. Oh, he misses. He's... Hits. Oh, it's barely standing. This could do it. This could do it.
Yeah.
And
Hey!
crashes
All right.
to the ground and twitches like a cockroach.
So how do
Combat.
I deal with my
is-
thing? Does it end when combat ends?
Actually, yeah, but make your con save. See if you make your
All right,
16 con save. We're gonna leave you with
I'm gonna cast-
parting gift.
I'm gonna cast resistance on myself
Why?
so I can make my con save. God damn
Oh.
it!
Yeah, you really did. So we're gonna give you this parting shot of 5 damage.
All right, that works.
Just for you. Okay,
No, I appreciate it.
so that's it. There's nothing else here of value or you see anything.
Yeah, that seems to be the standard.
You found some gold and some stuff up in the pile up there. Y'all found that was some loot and all that.
Yeah, actually, I still have that gold mask on me. That thing's a nice piece
Yeah.
of treasure.
Oh, here
I'd
we
like to
go.
maybe find some magic robes sometime. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Mind Flayer didn't have anything on him.
Yeah.
He didn't. He was a bot random monster, so that's why.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. It fit in nicely.
All
You have
right.
explored the whole cavern. You are done with it.
All right,
Do we
so
need to roll to find our way out?
or do we make it to Sloobadop?
Well, you got to, yeah, so we'll get out of the cavern. So I'm assuming you're going to leave. So here, all right. Yeah, so you make your way back out, and continue back, you go back up and you get with the group, and you keep yourself, on a path, chugging along toward, Sloobadop. That's right. Where is my stuff? Okay, so the group, I need a map. Let's get a map. All right.
Oh man, I wonder if we're on boats next time.
All right. And continue onward. Let me. How do I do this? Where's the other map? If I grab everybody. Well, that's not working right. Hold on a second.
I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. I'm trying to get the other map up here. Oh, it's like I didn't put any grids on it. That's why. All right, let's put everybody on this map. Where are y'all at? Okay, so grab the characters. Well, why doesn't everybody go across? I thought if I hit the green and then drag y'all all over one map, it should drag everybody, but it's not doing it. Why am I an idiot? Well, don't answer that question. No answering that question. I'm just going to pull y'all all over to the map here. Okay, quit, Duff. Man, you think I screamed in forever. Alright, where are the rest of the goobers? I'm transferring all y'all to one map. 1 second. New map, I mean. Okay, so with all the you head out of the cavern, and I'm missing one. I'm missing one of the. Who is this? That's Topsy. Where's Turby? Turby, where'd you go there, buddy? All right. Wrap up. Yep. So another day of traveling, and you, Banjo, I would assume you're kind of scouting ahead, and
Yeah, I'll be stealthing.
yep. And so the group is moving along in a cavern area, and you kind of come into, and you notice as you begin to get closer to the edge, you find another. Y'all have traveled a pretty good clip for the day, and keeping ahead, and it looks like you're coming into another little open cavern area that may be suited to stop for, camp again.
All right, I'll let the party know that it looks like we have a safe place that we can stop, possibly. So says the DM in my head.
You think. Well, you do a
Let's
full
go.
job.
Let's go scout it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to move the story along a little bit here, so we get. But you're all. Yeah, everybody should have the map. And you begin to. Yeah, you're coming through a cavern, and then it begins to open up ahead of you. All right, Boris, Dirtless. I will. All right. You proceed to move on into this open room. Now, when you kind of get into the center area here, however, I lied to you. Bear with me, because there's a lot here. From around the rock to the north, step out. Two fairly large. Bear with me. Where's the rest of them? Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And So they come running around. And right behind them looks to be somebody in charge. And sorry.
I love the names of these guys.
You like them? Isn't it great? From the south, as y'all enter the room, they come around from they come up from behind you. Bear with me, there's a lot here.
Well, those are basically what Sloobadoop and Shushar are, aren't they?
They look like that. Bear with me. Yep. And there are.
Are they like the fish people from the SpongeBob cartoon or something?
Look like it. Okay. So yeah, so they kind of this whole group of them come running from around the upper area where they were kind of hiding, and they have their weapons drawn. They are definitely of the same species as as Shushar and Sloobadoop, and you can tell that they're holding out there. And I said, what do they speak? Make sure real quick. Okay, so in see. Yeah, the one from the very top, the Plupludupitin or Plupine yells out.
I was gonna try, but I won't.
Sorry. And Slubadop comes running up, but there's only one of you that understand what is being said.
That's Ruckus.
Yeah.
And they're and so Slubadop and Shushar come running up to they're yelling out, and basically, well, let's see, Shushar is going to, how do I do it that way.
He's going to attack.
What language is that?
I think it's Undercommon or something like that.
Yeah.
But Ruckus is the only one in our group that speaks it.
They're having a conversation.
Something like that. And this one then says
Okay, he wants us to drop our weapons and go with him. Since I don't know who he is or what he's doing, I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Like drop them, or just don't have them in our hands.
So they yeah, so they're kind of turning, and Shushar and Sloobadoop are kind of, looking at each other, and they discuss back and forth, and they actually begin to speak in their native language, so nobody understands any of that, but they it's a mixture of fish language and some undercommon. But they come back and they look at Ruckus, and he basically, Shushar says, this is Plupine is where did she go? Darn it, I had it right in front of me. sorry. This is one of the archpriest of Slubadop. I mean, very high up, and if this group, if this is if she, it's a she actually, if she is here, then there's more. Actually, I'm sorry, he. Sorry, this she answers my. Oh, it's a he. Okay, sorry.
I feel like
sorry.
Wizards is trolling us with these names.
Yes, I hate it. Yes, absolutely hate it. Actually, so yeah, Plupin is a he. So, but they worship us. Their god is a sea mother, and of the Dark Lake area, and so that's why I'm getting confused who she and who he is. But he says yes, their times are troubled, and this is why Shlubadoop was out and about trying to discover, some of the mysteries and the concerns of what's been happening in the Underdark, and with the troubles of magic, and even with some of their gods and their prayers and all that. And if this group is here, then it can't be much. There's, this is probably just the frontal party of a larger, there's more of them. Probably hiding in the recesses, and it would not be wise to attack the archpriest of the city, because that would release the whole town upon us, and we're trying to get there to get safety from the drow that are chasing you. So he says it would be wiser if the group were to surrender their weapons and follow them. It would give us, this means we'll have good escort back to Slubadop. But we need to, he does not advise that you attack. It would be unwise because it means you would not be able to enter the city at all then and use any of its resources.
Why do we have to drop our weapons?
Yeah, we're being pursued by Drow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense for us to be armed? Like, we're not here to hurt you.
And didn't we just save your priest ass and bring you to them?
No, this is coming from Blue Pepine. Is saying drop your weapons.
Yeah. What I'm saying is Blue Pepine sees us escorting another priest who we saved.
Blue Pepine,
and now she wants us.
She said, drop your weapons. No one enters the city. No one comes around with weapons of strangers of the sort. Drop your weapons, or don't come toward our city. Then you may go back the way you came. That's what he's telling. Blue Pepine is telling Slubadop and Shushar that, and Shushar is saying it would be wise to do as he says.
Ruckus, can you talk Shlubadoop into speaking on our behalf?
I think he has been, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been. They've been trying to discuss and determine, what was going on. And Slubadoop is, he's saying there's more happening here than he's understanding, and he's concerned that maybe his status is in jeopardy from him being gone for so long, and taking on this task of trying to figure out what has been happening to his city and his folks. And this may be a direct result of him not being around. But if he says there, the only way for us to get a really understanding of what's going on would be to do as they say, and we can head into town, and take their escort, and see what's happening first before we totally burn that bridge and close that door, and none of us will be able to go into Slubadop.
Okay, I want to talk to Slubadoop and be like, look, if some kind of power struggle is going on in your city, then even if we wanted to go in the town, I wouldn't go in the town unarmed. Like, that's just not going to happen. So you either need to tell them that they can attack us if we draw our weapons, but we're not going in unarmed. And if it means we leave, then we leave.
I agree.
You'll have to leave then. He says it's that the non-negotiable. No strangers enter their city with weapons.
What do you mean their city? It's your city.
He's not in charge apparently. Blue Pepin
Has it always been that way, or is this a new thing?
This is new. This is new. This has been with some of the, I guess it's distrust of each other, and some of the factions that have arisen in the town, in the area, and mistaking of what's some attacks with not only the Drow have been on high, but some of the other life creatures that live down here. But there's been it's more of a power struggle. It's more than that. This has to do with the dark magic and the evil and the presence that has been infiltrating the Underdark, and he thinks it'd be best to get to the city somehow, form or fashion, and see what's going on, than to continue to take our chances in the Underdark without the ability to go to Schlubadop. He thinks it's best that instead of splitting up, let's take.
Could we rest here for the night and discuss our options?
Say that again. You could rest, but it doesn't.
Can we? Everybody make an insight check to see what they can see what they can determine of their demeanor and what they're thinking. Because
you're the only one that understands them,
right? But I'm relaying this and people's.
I know nothing.
I'll tell you what.
I think we should call it a night. I think we should end this early because
Ruckus, you're doing awesome. Keep it up.
I'm not giving up my sacred hammer. I know that.
I'm gonna tell them to hang on a second while we talk over here, and I'm gonna kind of motion for everybody to come over, and I'm gonna be like, look, we can go in there, we can be unarmed, or we can go through these people and try not to kill any of them. But
well, we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we will.
Kill them all! Kill them all!
I mean, I don't want to kill them, but there's no reason why a party returning two of their kind safely back to them should be under this much suspicion.
Yeah, well, the thing
I
is,
agree.
Everybody's kind of got is distrustful and.
Well, hold on, guys.
Whatever.
Y'all haven't been in the Underdark long enough. This is totally Underdark. You're totally miscalculating what you're saying there. I'll let you know that. The Underdark does not function along the same rules as the Overworld.
So who? All right, I call over to them all right, who's going to be carrying our weapons?
You could give them to, if you trusting, you can give them to Slubadoop or Shushar. They will stay close to us. If you don't want, he is willing to, understanding that, but his word is final. And you may not venture anywhere closer toward the city without reprisal from the full city in force, or, proceed forward, come with us. We just, you understand there's just been too much going on in the area of uncertainty. Life has totally changed down here from what they're used to and what has been going on for years and years with all this, all the changes in magic and the foraysness and the madness that's been taking place. And Schlubadop says, he implores y'all to, they will get some bags, they will put the weapons in, probably may need help from one of the other just lowly guards to help carry their stuff, but he says we need the resources there. We need, this is bigger than all of us, what's happening down here, and knowing that you want to get out of here alive, this might be he says he vouches for his city, at least he used to. Much has changed apparently, it's continually changing, but He says this is
His-
best for us all.
His voucher means shit. We just rescued him, and he can't even get us in. Like we literally saved his ass, and now they're
He's
treating
not in
us like we're
charge.
criminals.
Well, they don't know that. They have no idea about any of that.
Well, he
They
didn't
know-
tell them.
Well, he could tell them, but he says he's saying he is doing his mission is something different from the rest of the group. They could care less about what he's doing.
Oh my god.
Okay. I think our goal was the city for a while. As long as our weapons are in sight, I'll enter the city. But I'm not going to enter without the group.
Can we keep him honest, please?
Yeah, there we go.
Pretty please?
What's that now?
We can keep rolling all day until we roll natural 20s, but...
Oh no, negatory. What are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna step back, and can they all see me, the Cotons, right
all
now?
of them. There's ones in front of you and one's behind you.
But can they see me?
Yes, they can.
Don't do anything like shapeshift or try to
We're like-
disappear.
Varus, no, just stay with us, Varus. We'll figure this out as a group.
That's what we should do. We should leave, give all of our weapons to Varus, have him shapeshift, which puts them inside of his body, and then
Yeah, I
like we're all
shapeshift
inside of a bag.
into a rat, so everything's on me.
Mhm.
I never suspect a rat.
Have we
All
picked
right,
up a bag of
let's
holding
just
in
go
our travel?
in. Like I'm pretty sure if we give the weapons to one person, we'll all be able to get them if we need them. Like,
Yeah,
or we can just
escape.
leave.
Because here's the thing. Here's what. Sorry, because you guys are much higher level than you're supposed to be at this point. And so, escaping the jail and all that. I'm just letting you know that you need to go to the city. Okay. Well, because if you weren't agreeing by now, they were supposed to attack, but the numbers the numbers were to be against you, just because of the where y'all would have been at.
Let them attack. Let them be the heroes.
Yeah, but you would. Yeah, I'd have to range it. I'd have to rig it where y'all get your ass kicked within a couple of rounds. Okay, so that you guys are tied up and then dragged into the city. So this way, at least you save face.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Last time I did that, I got yelled at for taking all your loot away and getting the dro just to swat you once. And so I was gonna say, oh hell, they're gonna want to fight this out. And so how the hell am I gonna stop this?
Yeah, because nobody in the Underdark is going to willingly give up their weapons.
Okay, just in case.
Here in the Underdark, you are you are not given the same what's the word I'm looking for? The same courtesies as creatures of the Underdark. You are strangers here with some of their people and others. There's all different groups of you, and all this. The things that have been happening down here has got the Underdark on edge, and you are just caught up in it right now.
Well, I mean, you said that we're supposed to give them up for the module to continue, so.
Well, I'm just letting you know. Yeah. So in the instance, what it says, if the group wants to fight it out, because understandable, you've got part of it sitting there saying, yeah, man, don't gonna tell us what we're doing. You're supposed to be tied up and beat. You're supposed to be bludgeoned into unconsciousness. I was like, oh crap, man. How am I going to do with that group? Because y'all are much higher than you're supposed to be level wise. So I'm like, going, you know what? Don't pick a fight right now.
Don't let the Umber Hawk fool us.
Yeah. Well, that's
All right. Well, if that's what we're supposed to do, then I say, all right. Let's go.
Well, this actually okay. Yeah, so I'll tell you later on. I'm kind of culling two scenarios together into one here. So Slubadop implores and Shushar, and you can see that Shushar, you with those pathetic insight rolls that you had made there. You can't really tell what the demeanor of the Kuatoa that are all there, and Shlubadoop is still he continues to talk to Blue Pupine. Holy moly! And Shushar says you can see him. He apologizes for his kinfolk and all that, and he holds it back. He will, take care and hold on to these weapons, even though he, refuses to use them, but he will treat them as his own. And you kind of see him. He does give you kind of see, it's not a wink because Kuatoa don't know how to wink really well, but he understands, that if something is in the fishy goes on, that he will, make sure that everybody can get to their weapons. You can tell that he understands what you're feeling, and he will ensure or try to do his best to keep the weapons close at hand if needed, if it were to arise.
All right, I'm game. Let's go.
I don't hear Ruckus talking though. That's who I'm most worried about.
Look, I mean, you can take my sword and my axe. Like, I'm still a weapon. I'm good. Like,
all right.
Very true.
So Shushar holds out a big old bag. Not sure how one person's supposed to carry all the weapons that everybody has, and he will, he'll do his best.
Can we have Ruckus carry all our weapons?
Ruckus is unfortunately none of the group is considered trustworthy outside the Kuatoa.
Mm-hmm.
And you think you hear more of them in the hallways moving.
This better be a grand city we're entering and not some shithole.
Some hole in the wall fishery.
Yeah,
that's right.
Otherwise, I'll be looking to flick some matches into some dark corners.
Can Weeble ride with the weapons?
Well, Shushar's got the weapons.
Which one's Shushar?
Right close to you all. What they all look like to him? They all look alike to him. You racist bastard.
He's the one with the big bag.
Yeah, he's got a big bag. Not sure how he's going to carry it all these weapons, but apparently he will.
Weasel will stay with the weapon.
I mean, if he needs help, I'd gladly volunteer it.
Is that like Thor's hammer where you can't move it?
Oh, yeah. No. I wish, but yeah, no.
All right, so we succumb to their wishes, and we're ready for dinner.
So come on, you stupid, suspicious bastards. Let's go.
Okay, so and they, they look like they were going to bind your hands and all that, but a couple of growls from Ruckus, and then so everybody's kind of led into a kind of a marching file, 2 by 2s, kind of begin to make your way, and Varus and Stool comes and jumps up into your arm so you can carry him. And where's Bupito? Bupito thinks that's so cute. All right, so
I'm going to kill Pepito. I'm quite sure I'm going to kill Pepito.
Pepito's not leaving the city.
Yeah, so y'all begin to make your march at a pretty good clip. But this now with them and with everybody in tow and the escorts here, you noticing that they are definitely focused and know their way fairly clearly over y'all stumbling around and taking side detours and stumbling into other cavern areas and all that they are very knowledgeable of the area and begin the march with you. And as they marching, Blue Pepin, begins to make his way toward the group and, just to kind of survey everybody and kind of look you all over as you're marching and making the time a pretty good, like I said, pretty good clip. And you see him kind of waves his hands a little bit, and Durlus, you see that he's casting some magic, and then all of a sudden he just kind of waves it all through all of you, and he begins to speak, and it's in common, and he introduces himself as Blue Plopine. He is the archpriest of the Sea Mother. Holy son of a bitch! You really? I'm supposed to say this word? Here you go. Check this out. Someone tell me what the hell that is. Blibdul Vipalip.
Let's say Bilbo.
Man,
Bilbo.
I don't know, folks. Y'all need to see this.
Wizards is trolling us. Wizards is totally trolling us.
It's trolling us, man. This is Kuatoa's language. Blibdul Plop. I'm just going to say blib. She answers my prayers by delivering you. Help us. Once we get to the city, I will tell you more. Help us, and you will be rewarded for your service. And he apologizes somewhat, but I cannot bring this large group of, of contingent of strangers into the city, armed as you are and as we are in this times and all that. And he apologizes, once they get to Slubadoop, he will explain more about what's happening and what's going on in there. And he kind of, so he talks and he, explains more that, then he talks more to Slubadoop some, and you can see they argue on and off. And Blue Pepin, the Slubadoop has been a very, calm, a very, nice city to be in for the Kuatoa. The will of the Sea Mother, has been very strong in the city and the area for quite some time. It's been a very harmonious service that the Kuatoa and their Sea Mother have enjoyed with each other up until lately. There have been some issues, though, from some visionaries. And when he says that, he kind of gives this sideways glance over to Shushar, and they've, those who've stirred up trouble, and kind of looks at Shushar and Slubadoop some, but it's, even though they, try to stray us from the paths from time to time, it's not really been of great concern. However, he says it was just a few weeks ago that his own daughter. You got it, really? It's another one. Here's the daughter's name. Bloop Blipod.
Blopidapod.
Yeah, Blipod is the daughter's name. Blop. Yeah, Blop Blipod.
Blopidapod.
I got a lot of prison.
Bloblipod. Bloblipod.
Yeah. So he says, it was just a few weeks ago that his daughter began to have these trances and waking visions from time to time, and talking about the Limugugan of the Deep Father. Oh, God Almighty! Okay, here's what he's saying. I hate doing this, guys, but this is just craziness. Limo Gugun, Goog gone. The deep
Just say
father,
the deep father. Just say it.
I don't know what it is, proclaiming him the new God of her people. Basically, the deep father is trying to replace the sea mother. And she, and it's beginning in the beginning, it was just, what they thought was just some madness or touch of, of a sickness and all that on her, and, kept her in bed, and, bathed her, had her put in ritual, ceremonies and all that, but it kept getting worse. And then she began that the claims were taking more serious over time, because she then have her magic and her increase in her powers begin to grow. And then people begin to start believing that what she was saying was true. So the town now, and what you're dealing with, is now split in two. And as y'all have traveled along, you have seen a few, there have been a few Kuo bodies that y'all passed in one instance, and they point out that this was another party of the disbelievers that were out trying to find sacrifices. And he says, if it wasn't been us, you guys, you might have been, caught by them had we not gotten to you in time, and you might have been, sacrificed against your will to the deep father. And so there's been, we're beginning to fight among ourselves, and they think that if we don't do something about the deep father, and these offerings and the sacrifices that they have done by, killing some of their own, a few of their elderly, and some of their, some children. They've, he begins to go into detail of some of the sacrifices that they've done on the city's edge of the water, where they've been, cutting them up and casting bloody chum into the dark lake. And, in the beginning it was just kind of gross, but this last week, something started eating the chum, and he, kind of is concerned that they, understanding that, if you guys could handle, if you've been handling your own for some time now, and as this conversation, and as y'all have traveled on, so they've made, this is more than a day, y'all have gone a couple of days, and you're beginning to feel that you're getting close to Shlubadop. He's going to implore you to, once we get into the city and the townsfolk are put at ease, then he would like to ask for your assistance, and with Shushar and Shlubadoop to, basically act as bait and see what this is that's happening, and see if you can put an end to it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need our weapons back for that.
He wants us to be fish bait.
Yep.
So he says, if you're willing, once we get into the city, and he can get, calm and deal with some of the outcasts, the disbelievers, then we can do some more. He will show you more around the town, and then try to put a plan together, by disrupting, the upstart factions and their rituals, and seeing if you can, put an end to whoever's leading this, truly leading this, because he doesn't believe it's his daughter, and you'll be he promises you will be well rewarded for your aid to try to save not only his town, but save his daughter from the grasp of whatever this is that's, plaguing his town. And you within, with his gratitude and rewards, the town will be open to you from then on, for as long as you need it for rest and supplies, and, for needed haven while you're here, and for whatever reason you are here in the Underdark. Because he doesn't know. You got to remove Papine has no idea why you're down here.
So he wasn't told that we were enslaved and then broke free.
none of that conversations really happened yet between Shushar and him, because he really, like I said, he talks with Sloobadoop some, but he's not very keen on Shushar, because Shushar is he's kind of been he's been one of those upstarts, kind of preaching another different way. And you remember Shushar wanted to get back to try to work on, things that have been going on in the town. I'm trying to remember what totally Shushar's background. I go pull it up, but he,
But he speaks common, right?
Shushar does, I think.
No,
no.
Plupopine has been speaking common to us.
He cast a spell. He cast tongues. So Dirtless, when the cast happens, that was a tongue so it was allow y'all all to understand what he was saying at this time. I didn't want to have to go through Undercommon. Are you kidding me? And having Ruckus translate the whole time? But he does actually. He can.
Yeah, he said words.
Exactly. So
blah 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 blah.
So yeah, so y'all begin, and as you progress on, you begin to see some lights. You begin to see what looks to be up ahead off the Dark Lake, some type of establishment, and city begins to start to take form in front of you along the shores of the Dark Lake. Let me finally got y'all to this damn town. I was trying. All right. I'm getting ready to hold on. I'm showing you the map, but let me get everybody. But it's still loading. I'm sending it to y'all right now.
So, do we get all our spells back and whatnot and health points?
Yeah. Can you give us a long rest? Because that was like 3 days.
Didn't y'all have a long? Oh yeah, we'll do it here in a second. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I used spells earlier. So kind of.
That's fine. Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, we got wounded and.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Perfect.
There you go. Okay. So as you begin to make your way toward the town, you begin to see, what is known as the great town of, and I'll put it on the map for you. Come on. Sloobloodop. Hold on. I'm waiting. Sending it to you all. There you go.
My map's taking its time.
Yeah, it's a big map. Okay. It's enclosed. You can kind of tell there's an outer wall as y'all begin to move up on it that you can see. Boom. And I will. Okay. Holy moly. Woo! I'm putting y'all on the. Oh, let me just do this.
Oh my God! Wow, that really is huge.
Yeah.
It is. I'm trying to, and I thought if I grab. There we go.
I'm pretty sure we could have taken him.
No. I don't need none of that. Okay, is everybody on the map? Okay. Dirtless, Ruckus, Boris, Banjo. Where's Hondo? Oh, the way up here. Hondo, Darendale.
Just spending time with my lady.
Alright, I'm getting rid of the carrying crawler. I don't need them. Alright, so you find yourself with all the other dudes too. I just didn't put them on. Well, we'll take Bloopapines with you. Alright, and he's actually going to be neutral now. And so what you're seeing is an outer wall as you move up to in a gate, and it looks like it's made of heavy netting with like sharp bone hooks kind of woven in everywhere in the netting. In the middle of the wall, there's a gate which you begin to or is open to you. When he gets close, he calls out, and there is you begin to see into the city area. And what you kind of see is huts that are some of the homes for the creatures. There are 2 guards on each side of the. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand here. They look pretty intense and well seasoned fighters. And yeah, they basically stood out in front and confronted Blue Pepine for a moment, and then back up, and you then can make your way on into the city. And he basically says, we'll make, just follow me, and we will make our way to the into the center of town for the moment. And so y'all are going to, let me unlock tokens and I'll take you guys are going to go on a ride. Actually, they are unlocked. So he basically is going to make a beeline this way. And he asks that y'all follow him.
Can Shushar always be with us? And
He's
I wanna
coming.
be,
They're all
like,
coming.
really
Yeah,
close to
everybody's
Shushar.
coming. Yeah, everybody's coming. I'll get them all put together. Even, all right. All right. I think we lost Ruckus for a moment. Did he step away? Varus?
I know I did, but I'm
Yeah.
back.
Varus?
Yeah?
Okay, waiting on you to move. There you are. Oh, no, I grabbed the wrong one. Ruckus is moving. All right. Come on, Varus. Get over here. Okay.
Wait, he's moving by himself.
I moved. I know. I grabbed you. I thought I was grabbing a Ruckus, and I grabbed you instead. All right. Holy moly! There's a lot of. Let me remove all the delete. All right. Here at the shrine, you'll see more guards. And there are some other people. There's some other Kuatoas here. God, there's just a lot in this town. Okay, yeah, this town's like 500-600 strong. So, don't piss them off. Don't piss them off. Yeah, so y'all begin to make your way up, and you see what can only be described as a 9-foot tall statue stands here. It's basically some kind of wood. It's kind of shaped out of, but it looks like a humanoid female. Its head and forms formed from the severed head and claws of a giant albino crawfish. These parts are lashed out with strands of gut and emit an overpowering stench of rotting shellfish. Shells, brightly colored stones, mushrooms, and rotting fish are piled at the statue's feet and strung in garlands around its neck. Then you've got 4 Kuatoa, the monitors or the guards that kind of stand alert and kind of are watching, because around here also are a bunch of Kuatoa that look like they are kneeling in front of. Oh shit! There's a whole bunch of them here, and they give y'all sideways glances and looks and kind of exclamations because they are unsure why y'all are here. and they seem to be chanting and throwing other things, some of the fish and the slime, what they consider offerings to this statue here. They are, in the middle of a throw of chanting. Anybody want to make a religion check to understand more about what's going on? See if you have insight on this. We know who's going to roll this, but that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Oh my God.
I try.
Oh my Lord, both of y'all. I actually.
14 is way better than
that's
normal.
not bad. Actually, all I had to do was you had to have a 13. You recall from a class that you actually did pay attention in that the sea mother, Blip-Duplop, is a scavenger goddess, meaning that discarded and recovered items are considered worthy offerings, and the more personal, the better. You actually watched some of the Kuatoa walk up there, and they looked like they were throwing, but what they actually were doing is they were heaving up. They were actually regurgitating some of what their food or what they'd eaten, and then they were picking it and throwing it at her feet, or actually some of them walk actually up and just upchuck right on top of the statue.
Nice.
Yeah, really. And it's basically what's called a sincere show of faith. And, and you just you may be slightly taking a gas bite, but they consider it to be very personal when they do that, and, of the highest regard for.
So does my religion check let me know whether or not it would be appropriate for one of us to make an offering?
You would not want to.
Okay.
Yeah. So y'all kind of watch that for a little bit. And then,
what if I can't help it after seeing all these fish puking everywhere?
Yeah, you just want to puke. Just make sure you do it on Varus.
Yeah. So he kind of waves for everybody, and y'all come over to, right here, this little hovel. You're kind of seeing.
I was gonna throw a stinky, half-chewed cigar up there, but if the roll says don't do it, then I won't do it.
He says, "Follow me. We'll get out of this." And so he takes everybody over into this hovel right here. It's his little place, that his privacy. They don't call them homes. His house, whatever. It's basically it's a little hovel. And he kind of, you kind of see that it's not well off, but he's got a few things that look of value, and he's got, at least it's, not comfortable, but it's at least out of from the elements for the moment. And he says, he says, you relax. Here a second. He says, the rest of the escorts and all the guards kind of are dismissed and all that. And he points to Shushar to put the bag of weapons and all that over in a corner. Everybody can relax. He says, they can stay here for the moment. This is the issue, with you, if you were armed, not only the guards might actually take displeasure with that, but the people themselves might riot. Those who are, whether they're worshiping here or in a second here, I must take you to go see the sacrilegious shrine of the Father, which is just north from here close to the docks where they do the sacrifices. And he just, he just says, don't worry. They'll, you can trust me, or Shushar can stay here. But, with this, we'll leave the stuff here for the moment, but they, you can always, if needed, they'll be here. So he's just letting you know that, trust him, that it's okay. So let's see where y'all are going to go. So he says, follow me, and he says, we'll move up. He wants to show you from a distance what is the other shrine that should not be here. I'm just going to reveal it on the map so y'all can kind of see it what's happening. But they're just north from where the altar of the shrine of the Sea Mother's at is the altar of the Deep Father, and it, from y'all's standpoint, you will see this idol of Lemoguguon. It looks like it's just a looks like it was a manta ray that was kind of stretched out. Oh, here we go. Oh, you got disconnected. Whoops. Yeah, it looks like a body and head of a manta ray that's kind of been pinned out and splayed out. There are 2 dead octopuses that are kind of draped across the top, their tentacles pinned and artfully arrayed, their heads tied together and painted with red and blue pigments. The idol reeks of decay, and the broad stone on below is stained with blood. And there are more Kuatoa, oh golly, that are let's see. Oh boy. They don't actually place them on the map either. Oh boy. So there's more monitors that are all around this, and there's some more other hideous looking. I'm just going to show you it's on the tracker. There are more Kuatoa around this. I'll put them there if needed, if ever needed, but everybody should be listed on this damn map now. I mean, on the combat tracker. So there are more Kuatoa that are some of the same, doing the same thing that you saw at the Shrine of the Mother, but they are now at the altar of the Deep Father. There's some that are cleaning and arranging the offerings. There is some of the guards are doing the same type of monitoring, but then there's this one Kuatoa named Klibdulgut that is standing in front of the altar, but he seems to be cutting apart some of the things that are put there, he kind of looks disgruntled that he's like this. It's not enough. He's unhappy that this is, there more's being given to the Shrine of the Sea Mother than there is at the altar of the Deep Father. And the daughter, she is over here. You see her in the back area, and she is in a rage because she is, you don't know why, but she looks like she's yelling and screaming, and she's pointing at something, and just right off to the side over here, close to the water's edge, is a stake in the ground, and bound and gagged to it looks to be a humanoid creature. You can't tell kind of where y'all are from at because y'all are off to the side. And here, let me give you a little bit more of the map so you can kind of see what you've got a large section of it, and you also see kind of out into the water some of the dock areas from where you're at. It's but there seems to be a dark-skinned, small humanoid creature that is bound to the stake here. And as y'all are standing there, where's Bloobdop? Okay, where's the other one? Clib. All right, there they meet. Glue, 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 hoo, lally. Holy moly. So you're noticed, and so is, where's our leader? I've got so many on the board here. Where is the Plooplepeen? Okay, so here's Ploopoo. This is out of control, all these names. And Clibadoo and Bloop, and there's one more actually. Who am I missing? Clib. Oh my lord. That's Gloog. Okay, so we got, and there's Gloog with, all right. Some of the family members of Bloopapine are, all about, and they begin to get in a little shouting match that, because Clibdoo sees and Bloop, all of a sudden they kind of see there and they're shouting back and forth, and then they see y'all in the background, and through the translation of the tongue, since he kind of cast it on y'all again, so I don't have to translate all this stuff. They begin to say that the outsiders aren't needed in this. Why did you bring them here? It's negligent of you to bring untrustworthy individuals to here to disturb the altar, disturb the Deep Father. And he's like, the Father saying, you don't know what you speak of. This is this gets against all that we have ever been given by the Sea Mother. And then this goes on for a little bit, and then y'all are kind of watching all that, and it's Bloop. So they're arguing that the two different. You're watching a warring religion. Two sides are fighting each other, and Bloop she backs up and she goes, "We already have a sacrifice to give to the She's basically the Deep Father awaits his sacrifice. We have waited too long. It is time to to call our great Father, and the time has come for us to acknowledge what has been going on. And it looks like Clib comes running over here. He walks over here and he points to Bloop, and it says it's time that for an offering to be made. And he gestures toward all, and basically everybody standing around, and the monitors. There's a bunch of them. They all kind of follow in line, and they're kind of making a wall between everybody else,
I'm not down with the sacrifice.
Yeah, they they have what if you've been paying. Actually, y'all can make me perceptions check to see if you know what that humanoid is. If you can see it.
Well, you said it was dark, so I'm going to guess it's a Drow, but regardless.
God
damn it!
Yeah, you don't see. Yeah, you don't know shit. It's basically a Drugar.
But I know something, right?
Yeah, it's an underdark dwarf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Rook's long lost cousin. We have to save him.
And the father is basically Archpriestess. He steps forward across the span altar and says, "The time has come for us to acknowledge your divine vision and welcome it. I have brought you these offering," but he basically kind of points back to y'all. Will you not accept them instead of the Drugar? And they are willing to sacrifice themselves in the name. And he's kind of looking back at y'all, and he warned you that this was going to take place, but instead of that puny one Drugar and all that, how about we have a whole group here that are willing to give their lives to the Deep Father and all that. And Bloop just kind of looks somewhat incredulous for the moment, and all that goes, but if this is true, Father, you are wise and finally coming to the ways. We can accept your offering in the name of the Deep Father. May their blood nourish and strengthen him. And you hear some of the Kuatoa that are around the Deep Father kind of cheer and go, yeah, they're kind of they're being worked up into somewhat of a frenzy and all that, and they kind of stand back away from the Drugar. So
Is it time to grab our weapons and go?
Well, so what happens is that he says, just, he says, it's going to take you, we need to go over to the dock. We need to go over here. He says, please just follow. And, he tells Shushar will follow up in the rear, out of sight of everybody. He says, just let's, follow me and act like, you are going to give your lives in the name of the Deep Father. Trust me.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
He's asking us to what?
He basically...
Shushar is close by. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Shushar better be right on our butts.
Yeah, so you're going to... Here. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the other group. They can stay back and watch. They want the 5 of y'all, because y'all.
Oh, Eldith! Tell my tale, Eldith. Tell my
has
tale.
to stand back.
All right.
No, not just use 5. I ain't putting everybody on the damn board like that. Quit it. So.
But I'm carrying Stool.
Stool doesn't want to go. No. Hold on a second.
Then I don't want to go.
You have to go. You are sacrifices to the Deep Father. And he walks y'all, and everybody kind of makes your way over to the docks here. So everybody make your way over to the docks.
Doesn't matter which.
Here,
I start saying, there's a guy named Bupiro back there. He's a good sacrifice. Maybe you should start with him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah. So what you see is you're moving toward everybody, and Bloop is following her father, and they're, giving each other a glance. You see a Kuatoa that's here reach down and opens up what looks to be a grate in the center of the dock, and there's a pit. It's basically a cage that's in the water, and yeah, and she's like going, the sacrifices must go, and must go there. And he's looking, goes, there was nothing said about this, and about this taking place. When did this happen? And she goes, this is what had been told by Limagogon. And he goes, that is not agreed upon. We don't, why do they have to go? There's an argument going on. And basically all of a sudden you see Bloopopine, he just reels back and smacks the shit out of his daughter. And it basically begins a fight. God almighty.
Between them or everybody?
Everybody. It just
where the hell is Shushar?
They're all back there in the back.
What? I thought you said he was going to be right on our ass.
I know, and I lied. Don't you like that, how that works?
Oh my God.
They are all back here being monitored. But what happens, I'm not going to put this on anybody, because this is just makes for bad TV. There's basically a fight is now broken out between everybody. Okay, and you guys are you've got Kuatoa basically on Kuatoa, and they are attacking each other. You've got the guards and the people of the Sea Mother, and basically the altar of the Deep Father, and they're basically we just got a big fight. Let's just gonna say that's happening right in here, and there's just a big brawl, barroom brawl is going on here. And y'all, while that's happening, what do y'all want to do? Let's just put it this way. So there's attacking each other,
Guys,
but no one's really paying attention to you. Okay?
Head back towards our weapons.
Yeah, let's go get our
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Okay. So Shushar comes, as y'all are doing that, Shushar is running up, and you see him off to, y'all begin to move around everybody, and y'all can see him over here off this one side of this dock that's to your, west. And he's got the bag, and he dumps it down on the ground. And then you begin to hear some screaming. There were some kuatoa and such out in the water. Hold on, I'm basically letting y'all kind of see the rest of the dock area here. And there are some kuatoa that were working along the docks, and they begin to scream. Here, I'm going to remove all the kuatoa that are here. All right. I removed everybody except for, I'll bring them back in a second. So, there are several around the docks and out in the water. They were watching and fishing and doing chores, doing certain things, just day-to-day routines. And you see several of them get pulled under the water. And holy shit.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because there's several of them. So these creatures begin to pop out of the water and are headed toward the shoreline. I'm putting them here. Just give me a second. Putting them in the water. There's a lot of them. What was that one? That was 5, 6, 7. Holy 8. 9. Is there any more? Okay. Okay. So some of these creatures, I'm not sure what are. These are called. Why do they have these names? Okay. So,
Whew, that's a lot of them.
you know, they're coming out of the water, but can these creatures... They bite a tail. They're flying in and out of the water, and they're chasing everybody that's in the water. There's kuatoa that are swimming for their lives away from these things, and you see them. It's like a frenzy. It's like a frenzy in the water. It's like piranhas, basically, that are coming and feasting on what's in the water and on anything that moves, and are making their way slowly, trying to hop onto the deck. They don't look like they want to come out of the water completely, but they definitely are, infestation in the water. And right as that's going on, Blue Pepine and this fighting's going on, and people, you guys are getting your weapons from Shushar right now. So let's put everybody over here. Bloop strikes his daughter, and basically it looks like he hits her so hard that he breaks her neck.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So they were battling their way as you were moving on. This battle took from the dock back over here to the altar, and he hits her so hard that she drops and falls onto the foot of the altar. And when that happens, there.
What was that?
Evil laughter.
I've been trying to get to this because this. I don't know if y'all have seen this part. Yeah, this is this is where I. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and he basically the water begins to churn. Her dead body falls onto the altar, and you basically hear a scream out that's roughly translated to, from the spell on, oh, what have I done? And they're back out here in the water area. You begin to see it begins to start shooting out almost like a fountain, but there's churning and lightning and water shooting, geysers are shooting up, and then a whirlpool forms, and then it shoots up out of the water, and it's just all this foam is being generated, and oh my God. Okay. And this, more Kuatoa, other docks, they're screaming, everyone's pointing. The Ixtalaxios, whatever you call them, they're swimming around and they're still getting worked up in a frenzy. And all of a sudden, this huge entity just breaks out of the surface of the water, and it just is thick oily tentacles kind of shoot up first, and then this two monstrous heads break out from the surface, both resembling hideous angry baboons with wickedly curved tusk. I'm putting it there, and both heads are attached to a single torso, and the monster's red eyes burn with bloodlust and madness. The creature is rising from the dark lake, must stand 30 feet tall or more, with the water cascading down just off of it as it continues to rise. Upon reaching its full height, this demon, that all it can be, just lets out, what is, best could be. It's just a huge roar. And Hondo, anybody got religion check?
Yeah, I would
Make
do
me
that.
a religion check with advantage.
Okay.
Nature checks. Actually, this is religion. Yeah.
Anybody, or you just want
Yeah,
Hondo?
if you with Magicio, you might know. Varus, no, Dirtless. Here you go. You know this, as soon as it comes up out of the water and totally stands up, you see this standing.
A Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing they were fighting in Stranger Things?
That is the
Yeah,
Demogorgon.
that is it.
Exactly right. Yes.
Right on.
One of the main foes of hell, basically. The Prince of Demons is who this is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Anybody else gonna run away?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, nice job, Slubita bastard. Killing your daughter on the altar. You stupid bastard.
Yeah, you just possibly destroyed the world. You're not just this world down here.
Yeah, and so so here's what happens. Yeah, as soon as he breaks the water and he turns his face toward everyone, anybody here along the shoreline in the deal can see him. I need each of you to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, no. Oh.
I'm casting resistance on myself.
Oh, God.
Shit, I'm good. It won't matter.
Okay, so, all right. each of you that failed by not getting a 13, that would just be Ruckus and Dirtless. The other three of you begin to have bouts of madness. That visions begin to invade your head. You look at your comrades and they begin to turn into hideous monsters and become some of the greatest fears that you have. You'll be fighting with disadvantage. Anything that you do is with disadvantage for the next 10 minutes.
Holy crap.
Minimum. And then you also see all the Kuatoa everywhere. Some of them that were still trying to, some were getting out of the water or fleeing, but there's plenty of them that were around the dark altar and all that. They start shouting out the Lemmy Gugugon, and they start, they begin to flail on the ground. And it begins to move. Yeah, the Demogorgon is beginning to move toward you guys. What do you want to do?
Run away?
Yeah, get the hell out of here, but
Yeah.
as soon as I'm done having a seizure or whatever.
Okay. Yep, and so you get, so y'all can, so the ones that are having bouts of madness, you're basically semi-incapacitated and have to be dragged by the other ones. All right, and so you see this creature coming towards y'all. So where are we headed? So you've got half the parties, you're split apart. The other group is back here.
Drag us back to that other statue, the other...
The good god.
Well, y'all can move.
Yeah.
Y'all can move on your own. So
Yeah, I'm going to the good god.
Here, you can do your movement. So, because look at y'all.
Well, I mean, do you want to lock tokens, or you just want us to
I just
move?
did. So here, hold on. I'll put y'all back over here. I'll put y'all back. Now y'all can begin to move. Put y'all. Okay, there we go. So Sushar says we must flee. Not even us, the priest and all of us combined could have anything to do successfully. You could dash, so don't. We need some kind of different music. This is. Yeah. Oh yeah, Varus. Yeah. Well, your demon's kicked up into high gear now. Didn't you fail, Varus? Yeah. I forget your demon inside you. Well, your demon's very happy right now. Actually your demon's trying to pull you back into the water. He wants you to go jump into the water. All right.
So, does my madness prevent me from taking a look at Ploopplop's daughter?
Yeah, you don't have control of your faculties because of the side of the Demogorgon for yourself. Okay. None of you. Only Dirtless and Ruckus have abilities to make cognizant decisions.
And I'm just trying to drag everybody towards, trying to corral everybody towards a good statue.
And when y'all are sitting there, all right. So the fish, all right, they're out in the water eating things, and y'all are trying to pull people together, and you have an issue, because then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put Shushar here. 5, 6, 7. Hold on. In the madness, not only has it affected y'all, but it has affected the Kuatoa, and a group of them attack y'all. I'm gonna remove the fish right now. I don't have a feeling that y'all aren't gonna get into the water, at least at the moment. If y'all do, I'll put them back. combat tracker. Alright. You hear the Demogorgon out in the water. He is splashing and he is coming. When you last looked, Ruckus and Dirtless, he is making his way toward the shoreline. Intently making his way to the shoreline. I need everybody to roll me initiatives. There was a lot more going on there, but I wanted to get to the Demogorgon tonight. I wanted to get that going on. I guess y'all hadn't seen. I've watched some of the other shows when this popped out. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. That is one bad mofo. All right, is everybody here? Okay, we're good. I'm gonna remove pointer here. All right, everybody rolled up. Who we missing? Nope, everybody's good, and everybody's in on this fight. Banjo, you everything you do is a disadvantage. And you are with bouts of madness. You get your attacks and all that, but any type of abilities, fightings, and your fighting styles and all that are unavailable to you at the moment because of the madness that is inflicting you.
All right, so what are we doing? Where do we go?
You're being attacked.
Oh, by these 4 guys here?
There's 8. 4 on one side and 4 on the other. They are in madness too. I will just let you know that Dirtless and Rucka can see that their eyes are glazed over, and they are and basically battling some of the same stuff that y'all are battling, but are affected by it more because of the amount of time that they've spent down here and with what's been happening with the Deep Father and the Demogorgon's influence on the area. So they're more intent on killing everybody just because that's all they want to do.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to here and I'm gonna take a swing at this guy then.
Got a hit still. Where's Schlubadoop? He is just upset, and he, understanding that this is his people and what's happening, he takes a scepter. He's been concealing it in his basic robes he has, and he walks up to, and he in undercommon, but y'all can, some of the spell is still on you. He, forgive me, brother, but madness must end, and he whacks, and you see it hits, and then a bolt and lightning also zips out of this thing and cracks this, across the skull of this guy, and then he backs again, and he misses. Popsy, where is he at? All right, they run.
I'm gonna borrow that scepter next time he's looking.
He cracks this Kuatoa, and he whips back around and hits him again. Alright. Eldith. Is she gonna shoot? You want her attack, melee, or warhammer?
Keep her ranged.
Alright. She will help her friends back here. Oh, she missed. Actually, I probably need to put madness on some of them, but Varus. What are you gonna do? Did we lose Varus? Hopefully not.
He might have just straight up fallen asleep. How about Moonbeam?
wrong one. Bars. Yeah, he can. That's a second level spell. You want him to really. What are his? Yeah. He's got his Thorn Whip. He loves his Thorn Whip. Going to. What am I? What was this? Oh, Varus is Oh. Thank you. Somebody's casting something. Thunderwave. Thank you, Varus. We can't hear you if you're talking. Just so you know. Alright.
Oh, his headset died.
Hondo. Headset died. Oh, bummer.
Well. I think I'm going to throw down the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I tried putting the token out, but it wouldn't let me.
I've got to unlock it. Hold on a second. Here. Let me unlock tokens. 1 second. Unlock tokens. Now you should be able to. Or I can. Just let me know if you can't. That should help.
I mean, it'll be fun because it'll take time to process on mine.
Here, I'll get it. Sorry.
Can you throw it down behind 5 and 6?
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will, hang on, I'm processing here.
No, go ahead. This one's supposed to be intense.
Let's see, where am I?
Okay, Vars,
right.
we'll go through a round, maybe go through one more round. If we'll attack again, just what you did, and then we'll call, because it's already almost 11 here, so we'll call it here in a little bit and pick up combat in 2 weeks. So don't sweat it if you got to go. Bupito will take care of you.
Nice.
And disadvantage again. Oh, the natural 20!
Drop
Damn.
20.
That sucks. All right. Pass my turn.
Yep. See you, Vars. Have a good one, bud. Turkey.
Yeah, later, Varus. Catch you.
Varus.
Have a good holiday.
Take care,
bud.
man. Be safe.
Turvy will jump behind and miss. Hit. Who's next? Weeble.
All right, Weeble is Can he move around, or will he get an attack of opportunity?
No, your weasel's fine. They're not.
Could I move him? I'd like to try and get a line of sight on all of them with him.
Yeah, move him real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on a second, guys.
All right.
Be right back.
Are you setting it up?
I think I'm gonna lightning it. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
As long as nobody gets in the way, hopefully. I want to keep going south, but I think I'll lightning bolt and then run.
Yeah, I'm trying to punch a hole down south here so we can get.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but there's too many people in my way.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about the Demogorgon. Is that something we have no chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No chance.
Okay, so we just got a boogie. Ugh. Man, I'm beat.
Hey, you guys, after that con with Mike Merles, must have had fun.
Oh, you saw those photos?
Yeah, that was cool.
I'll tell you what, he's a hell of a DM, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was an awesome trip.
That was one of the funner modules that we played through. Was his little one shot that we did.
It was. I wish that would have been nice if that was like a 6-hour.
God, yeah. Next time,
Yeah, because that
If
was
we-
awesome.
if we could do that, I'd pay whatever.
Yeah. If we can get those VIP tickets, we can probably get into it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And he was cool.
Yeah, yeah, it was a blast.
I hope Ruckus ends up staying.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I'll try. I don't know. I got more work.
All right, sorry about
I
that.
got more stuff from work, and
Yeah.
my wife got into an RM program, so she's gonna have less time at home.
That's all understandable.
Sorry about that. Jim Jar. Sorry, I'm back now. He will turn, and he's got 2 melee attacks. All right, he'll swing and miss. Hit. All right. Sereth. He pulls out his short sword and strikes this one. And he's only got 1 attack. Shushar. Where's Shushar at? He will move up here, yelling at the fiend. He will take a spear. Stick.
Wow, Shushar actually attacked.
They all, even Sloobadoop did. All right, Durless.
All right, I'm gonna do lightning bolt. I should be able to get off. Can I get off 4 of them where Weeble's standing?
It is
Does a
5 foot wide. You could get 3 of them.
So I'll miss the last one.
Yeah, we'll miss the last one.
All right, I'll go ahead and try it with those 3. I've always wanted to do this.
Actually, I'll give you all 4. I'll give you all 4. What the heck?
Yeah.
You got the Demogorgon to face.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
All right, let's see. Here goes damage. Ready?
Oh, so many dice.
Oh, nice.
A lot of dying going on there.
3 of them drop. Nice.
And
done.
I'm gonna move south.
All right.
That'll be my
Like-
turn.
Like there's a demigorgon under here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And he is
Oh no, he's next too.
moving, yes, and he
He says, "Hey guys, what's up?"
he makes it to the docks here, and all you just see him doing is just he picks up, he throws off, some of the flying fish, the whatever you call those. He's thrown those on it. Once he chomps on, he begins to smash the docks, and there's some boats kind of there, some simple boats, and he smashes them, and it's just pure chaos. That he is just, you're just seeing everything in front of him becomes just broken apart. Pandemonium and chaos is in front of him. And he, this son of a, oh my God, oh my Lord. I suggest y'all freaking run. Alright, yeah, so he hasn't gotten anywhere. Does he see? Alright. What is his gaze? Is how far? Oh. Demogorgon turns his gaze. Demogorgon. Oh, wow. 120 feet. Y'all might not want to look at him. I'm just warning you. Bopito! Where's Bopito? He must save his Varus. But he will attack. And he will take his, got his short spear. That's interesting. Hits it. And kills it. Pokes it right in the throat. Look at Bopito getting after it.
First NPC kill.
Alright. Now, where our Kuatoa runs up to Ruckus in his madness and takes a spear just to poke Ruckus with. Oh, critical hit. Found a kink in his armor. Number 5 rushes up to Hondo. Hondo, get in a square now. Come on now. Tries to poke you. Misses. Kuatoa 6 tries to hit Jim Jar. Does. That's awful loud in my ears, hopefully. Kuatoa 7. Dick Sloobadoop hits him. And Stool is going to run over here and try to hide under Varus. Ruckus. Is Ruckus still with us?
No, I'm here. I'm gonna attack this little fish face in front of me.
Nice.
Oh, it died. I was like, why didn't it? Okay, thank you.
And that'll end my turn.
Yeah. And he runs up here and swipes once, swipes twice, doing double hits, rips its head off.
Beautiful.
Banjo.
Alright, I'll move to here. And tokens aren't locked, so no.
Thank you. Done now. It's for the spiritual weapon.
I'll move one more square south, I'm sorry, so I can get advantage on this dude.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, it'll be even money, right? Because I have the
madness. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Ruckus, Hondo, and Varus need to be swinging at madness level too. But you still hit.
Wow, he's still up, huh? Alright, well, that's all I can do for me.
Sloobadoop. Where's he at? He's down here. He will Sacred Flame. Oh, it made a success. Alright. Topsy and Turvy go. They're like, let's get the F-bomb out of here. Kill these fish faders and let's go. They're like, and I'm running. Eldith, she'll step, turn, fire, hit, puts an arrow in its back and it falls over dead. Then she fires her second shot and and hits.
Eldith getting some points there.
And Varus he'll pick up Stool and saying, "You kill that. Let's go. I don't want anything to do with it." Hondo.
Okay, let's see here. Spiritual weapon will go up. So does the spiritual weapon attack with disadvantage?
Nope.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Normally it hits though.
It does, normally. And I'll click the disadvantage. Damn, dropped another critical.
And you kill it.
Well, that's good though.
All right, so are we going the way of the party over here?
They're just running away. They don't know where to go. So we're everybody's yelling, screaming. There's other Kuatoa fighting other Kuatoa. There's just you hear the beast, churning through the dock, and you're doing all that you can to try not. You know that you don't need to be anywhere near him.
All right, I'm gonna just try to keep like between me and it, or maybe this statue that we're moving to, and then I will pass my turn.
All right, so we're out of combat for the moment. So what is the plans? Get the hell out of here. What do you want to do as a group?
Well, we don't really have too much view of the city, so.
Yep, that's right.
The only place that we know we can run is back the way that we came. I don't know if that's the best way we should.
We want to ask from help from that other godlike statue thing, the good one.
Shushar and Slubadop is saying, either there's only 2 exits in and out of the city. Well, there's 3. You could go to the water, or we go out the gate to the north, or to the north, or the gate to the south. Like we came in through the south gate, but there's another gate on the north, and because north is basically to your right. The water is on the west side. To the east is a rock cavern, is a wall that we're built up against. So there's no way to go straight. You need to go, when you're looking at the map, either go back out to the water or you go left or right to get out of the city.
Well, we know that going back out the way we came, there's not a whole lot to offer. So
maybe the other direction.
Yeah, guys want to move that way?
Yeah, I guess we should go right.
Yeah, we'll make our way to the right. Which I'm guessing. To me it looks west, but
it's to the right's north is actually. So
okay.
Yeah, that's just.
Yep, that's where I think we should head.
All right. So that's the way we're gonna move.
Yep, I'm getting there, and y'all begin to. Here, let me put everybody. All right, so get your marching. Who's out in front?
Banjo can go in front, or with Rokus if you'd like to, because Rokus is doesn't have disadvantage.
All right, and y'all begin to move. You're headed, and you see more hovels, more Kuatoa fighting, and you run, and you're coming around a corner, and you see in front of you
a Demigorgon.
Nope. More group of Kuatoa are charging at you. And we will hold there.
That's a long wait to make this fight.
Can I fireball them all and we'll be...
Oh, yeah. I guess if you get high enough initiative, right?
Yep, we'll hold there until next time, folks.
We gotta wait till after Turkey Day.
I know.
Yeah, I'm writing this down. Remember, Fireball.
All right, so you guys hold on. We got a little XP somewhat. To the viewers, we will not be playing for the Deadbeats. We'll not be playing for 2 weeks. We've got next Thursday. I've got some stuff going on. Ruckus is unfortunately thinking about. He unfortunately is leaving the Tuesday night group, but he's trying to see if he can work staying with this group that he's been with from the very beginning, I believe.
Yep.
And but work and life is getting in the way, which takes precedence over D&D, unfortunately, since it doesn't pay the bills yet. But we'll see. We're hoping maybe after Thanksgiving that he can work some things out and stay with the group. But we won't be playing the Thursday after that because it's Thanksgiving. So until then, we'll just wish everybody a good Turkey Day, and we'll see y'all in 3 weeks. Doesn't that sound just god awful long?
It does.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah. Happy holiday.
Happy Turkey Day.
I think the Demogorgon will be able to catch up to you in 3 weeks. I'm just thinking that it can move faster than y'all, so it might be on top of y'all when I come back. But anyway, so we'll say bye. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you Saturday night for Force Majeure with the ladies. Until then, we'll see you. Take care.
See ya.